also?
have if I don't have anything to speak of, or I have, so I can speak anything.
Yeah, ma'am. Because of your positiveness. Have you ever noticed this is your positiveness really also giving you a freedom to exposing yourself in better manner. Okay. If you're happy at the time your mind will be working very nice, addressing all the vocabulary which you learned before. And you can be
Yes,
good a good way you can create sentence according to time and you will be show your presentation around the person. It would be much interesting. Okay.
yes.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
not only you make any sentence, any one sentence, but you have capable enough to make more than you can more sentences in a same vocabulary.
Yes. This is called the replyation in multiple way, the one sentence. Right.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
ma'am. Because
multiple ways.
English goes on sense. Right. So according to your sense,
Like
you
we are,
can.
yeah, we are habitual, we are habitual to speak in Hindi. So I don't need to think in English. Somebody asks anything, so we can reply without thinking because we have environment and our mind always active. So we speak out whatever we have in my mind, in our mind. So we speak without thinking. So mhm, I want a master in English like my native language.
Yeah, ma'am.
Whenever I
And it
am
must
talk,
be.
I yeah I don't need to speak. I don't need to translate Hindi. I don't need to think in English. But uh, as soon as a person asks me anything, so I start speaking in English. I want this. So I try to this, and like you, and you are a good speaker. So whenever I see a good speaker, a good communicator, so I feel like that I want to be a one day the same.
Wow, ma'am. Of course, it would be really honor for me if you're going to be like me.
If even I don't have enough knowledge to provide the beginner, so it's not good for them. First, I learned my language properly, then I will share my ideas, thoughts, and anything.
Okay. Yeah, of course,
First,
ma'am.
first I will be master in English, then I provide.
Of course, ma'am. Your all desire will become true. I pray for God. Really. Because whatever you are doing with honestly. So this is a quality I rarely am having in any teacher. I have seen your video and you have been providing a very genuine experience of your an idea and methods for the learner. So I really appreciate you and your humbleness. It would be appearance in your content.
Thanks for saying, but yeah, every teacher always try to give good things, and it's not mean teacher is only teach student. It means it also they also learn something new.
Hmm.
So why the teacher also learn then provide.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. What about you?
Yeah, I'm also wonderful, ma'am. And I was so excited also.
Likewise.
Okay. Yeah. So today, ma'am, how is the weather in your place?
Yeah, it's cloudy weather, and
Mm.
it's also going cool air is going on, so it's lovely, amazing.
Yeah, in my area also.
There is also cloudy weather.
Yes, ma'am.
So this kind of weather I like, where it's not raining, it's not sun. So I like this weather.
Yeah, me too also.
yeah, and in this weather we can do anything, we can go out. So I like.
Okay, okay, that's great. I understand, ma'am. This is your what I say, hobbies. Am I right?
Yes.
Mm, great. Okay, ma'am. So, could you introduce yourself?
Yeah, of course. As you know, my name is Kalpana and I'm hailing from Noida Extension. If I talk about my educational qualification, I am an MA, BEd and qualified CTED, UP in primary and upper primary. Along with that, I have 5 year experience in teaching and moreover, I'm a learner of English language. So I run a YouTube channel named Learn and Excel with Kalpana. And on this channel, I upload videos, conversation videos where whenever I connect to different kind of people. So that video I upload and sometime I upload some interesting I think I want to say I upload that whatever I get to know about English, so I upload for my viewers and for the beginner too, by which they can learn easily. And along with that, I am a homemaker and I have 2 children, and because of them, uh, uh, yeah, that's all about me.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much for introducing yourself and giving your precious time. Thank you. Okay, ma'am. So, let me introduce myself.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So, yes, ma'am. So, I belong to Bihar State. I'm a primary teacher, and nowadays I'm helping to the beginner students by providing various kinds of methods, idea, strategy, so they can apply in their initial days and they can improve their skill at home. So these are my introduction. Yeah.
Okay, so you provide tuitions.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah.
Tuitions and yeah,
So it is paid for them.
yeah, ma'am.
Okay, that's interesting, and you are earning by teaching in schools and tuition at home. It's great to you, and and hopefully I will get my my student at my home. I will I am going to start my academy too. So now let's see when it will be start.
Wow, ma'am. Congratulations, really, because you are going to establishing your own institute. There you can teach your own my ideas, method to your students. So it would be really pleasure for all of them
Yeah,
because you are a
but
very
I
kind
teach.
teacher. I know.
Yes, yeah, you can say. But in my institute, I teach math subject,
Okay,
not English, because I am a beginner. So
that's why
and
you
it's a good for
experience.
yeah, and it's a good for teacher as well as student.
Yes, ma'am. You are right. And basically, ma'am, as I consider, becoming as a teacher, it's not enough. It's a
Yes,
requirement is that you must have behave, humble behave, polite behave, so you can easily convince your student, right, and satisfied all of their questions, right, by giving
yeah,
you a proper explanation. So these are quality
yes,
you have as a being
yes. And
teacher.
teacher should be approachable and not stern.
Mm, you're right. So,
If
ma'am,
yeah,
yeah, sorry,
go ahead,
sorry. No,
go
please.
ahead.
Okay. I was asking you, ma'am, like nowadays, have you been doing any extra effort over your communication skills so your communication can be improved as soon as possible? Say something.
Yeah, yeah, of course. I'm doing some different thing in
Hmm.
my practicing. Like I read a book, one page I read daily, and that after reading, I write and I check my whatever I read, and then first I read, then write, and after that I record my video. Then I
Okay.
listen whatever I read, because during the recording I get more pauses and this kind of sound I always make. So I listen and I check my mistake wherever I make mistake. So and then after recording I re-record the video. I re-record the video, because after recording I try not to make same mistake.
Yeah,
So
good,
these
ma'am.
are things I'm doing, because I am reading, writing, and recording. Then I listen my own video again, re-record. So these
Oh,
kind of thing I'm doing, and it's take uh, one to uh, 1 to 1.5 hours. So I do this, and then I listen conversation video, and by the and in the conversation, whenever I get to know new words, I learn. First, I don't know the new words, so I go to the Google. Then I get the meaning, and then I read and make some sentences on that. And sometime I do shadowing practice.
wow,
So this
very
kind of
interesting.
thing I'm doing.
Yeah, ma'am, very interesting idea. Have you mentioned over this content really? Because ma'am, I have seen many of the students have been making mistakes, but they are not observing. They are not trying to improving their mistake. But you are doing very good because it's a great way of improving yourself and polishing your spoken English. You are doing
Yes,
well.
yes. I thought when I when I will be a teacher uh, on
Hmm.
it means when I will be a teacher for myself, so it's better for me. I know very well myself, so where I make mistake, and where what to do to decrease the mistake. So what to do? So now I am teacher of myself. So
Yeah,
I
ma'am.
doing with ma'am. I
Yeah.
doing with myself.
Okay. Yeah, I understand, ma'am. What do you want to say me? Like you are going to be as a teacher for yourself, right?
Yes,
And you want to decrease your mistakes, right? Yeah, it's a great, ma'am, because we have to requirement of decreasing mistakes so that we can let it appearance of us as a better character, like a teacher around the student, so students can be get better, appropriate advice and matches by us, right? It's a
yes,
great, yeah, ma'am.
yeah. If I am teacher of a student, so what what I would do. So I think myself and start doing this.
Yeah, by considering as a performing and performing like a teacher for self and improving self mistake, it's a really requirement, especially in the initial days. First, making correct yourself, then you can be the better guidance for them. And you are doing
Yeah.
well, ma'am. I really appreciate you. Yeah,
So these kind of thing I am doing, and now I am getting confidence on my practicing. And sometime when yeah, it happens sometime. Whenever I get fumble, whenever I get fear to speak, sometime it happens with me. But whenever I am in a mood, whenever I am happy, so I go um, very good.
yeah, ma'am. You're right. Earlier I mentioned you when you are very happy, so you can be flawless talk because your mind will be relaxed internally and you will be able to creating random sentence relatively of any matters. which you gotten through the speaker, right? So it would be much interesting can be for you in order to just maintain your mind peace, during
Yes,
conversation. And it's a
yes,
truth. You are right. I'm also agree.
yes. Whenever I am in a tension, so that time I'm not in a mood to do anything and to speak in English. So then I irritate to speak in English. Then it's not. I'm not doing this. Like whenever I'm happy and I don't have any kind of problem, so I think I can do anything.
Yeah,
If I
because really. And ma'am, really, you can be better more than me. So believe it yourself. Okay. And I really appreciate you because you are giving your to 100% effort over your communication skill, and day and night you have been working for yourself and as well as learner also. It's totally truly incredible. I really salute you. Okay. Yeah,
by
ma'am.
the way, how long have you been learning this language?
Yeah, it's been, I think I have done 1 year plus.
1 year. In 1 year, you grab good fluency.
Yeah, you can say, ma'am. You're right.
Remarkable. Yes, really.
Yeah,
So,
ma'am, because okay, please.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, because just like still you are so much curious, ma'am. So before time I was also curious person. I was so much passionate to interacting with the people. Timeless. I was not fixing limitations. I was interacting with the people unlimited time over various kinds of topic. Because of that reason, still I'm in these levels. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it's depend on the on the it's depend on the passion and consistency. All thing is required to get something. Everything like if like me, I want to be a fluent. So it's a required to be to be consistency and passionate. Everything is required if you are want to be something different. So you have to leave your comfort zone.
Yes, you're right, ma'am. You're right.
So
Because because if you are stuck in your own comfort zone, so it's a very difficult for go out of this, right? And you will be
yes,
forever stuck in there. So the requirement is that you have to just browse, bring you out of this comfort zone, exploring the new way of just immersing your quality, your experience, relatively of any experience, relatively of any skills, which is a really requirement to developing your personality, and your parents will be highlighted around the people's, right? And people can be the influencing by you, right? So this is a much important.
yes. And if you and now these days English language is very highly recommended to the
Yeah.
pupils. And without English, like um, uh, a employee cannot cannot suffer, cannot travel in
Yeah,
their life.
yeah, ma'am, you're right. Without having these skills or experience, they can't travel any places, they can't live, they can't have having a better post in private sector, even government. That is mean according to you, ma'am?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. And not only it's not only for the student. It's belong to the housewife as well, because
Yeah,
all I think all housewife always think that uh, I wish I wish I talk to in English. All housewife always think that, but they they don't dare to take step out their feet,
Yeah.
because and their student, their children are studying in good school, in reputed school, and in that school language is and the students are taught in English language. So, and if the housewife is not capable to speak in English, so I think that there is something flaw in her house, like her children not capable to speak in English, and he or she is not understand the what the ma'am is saying, what the ma'am is written, is writing. So it's I think it's mandatory for the all house, all the house woman, homemaker, and he know she know the in English language.
He knows.
She knows, she knows
Yes, ma'am.
English language. If a man, if a man who know how to speak in English, it's mean the language is only himself, with
It
himself.
means.
If it, yeah, it
It
means
meant.
a man is, it means a man who is, who knows how to speak in English, how to communicate in English. It means the language is only with him. If a homemaker uh, or a woman is woman knows how to speak in English, how to communicate it English in English, so it means her children also know or aware how to speak in English, how to communicate in English. It means her family is uh, educated.
Yeah, you're right, ma'am. You're right. And all the housewife have a requirement to having better experience about this language so they can communicate their child, educate them,
Yes,
giving them proper guidance, establishing
yes,
proper environment around their child so their kids can be grown up internally and
yes,
developing a skill in self and in
yes.
early age. Yes,
So
ma'am.
I want me want to be a fluent, and as well as I want my children also grow with me.
Of course, you are really you are thinking very pure, and it's a reality with honestly good intensely if you are doing something else for your kids, for any person.